On the same night that thousands of protesters marched through Portland calling for police accountability after the death of George Floyd, a Gresham police officer shot and killed a man. The May 31st shooting barely made headlines. And nearly a year later, the man's family and friends still don't have answers.
I just want to know why this happened. I want to know how. And I don't think it's fair to just sweep it under the rug. It's a big deal. His family lost a great brother, a great son, a great nephew, and I lost a great friend. Sorry.
The shooting death of 49-year-old Israel Berry highlights some of the very issues raised by protesters, who called for greater transparency and police accountability, which can help build trust between officers and the community.
Be honest, open communications, let us know what's going on. They refuse. That part makes me frustrated.
To date, police have released just a few sentences describing the deadly shooting. At about 9:35 p.m., a Gresham officer and several Portland Police Bureau officers responded to a call of a disturbance in the 12400 block of Southeast Kelly Street involving a white male adult who was making threats.
There's an unknown male out front in a black Chrysler honking the horn and threatening to 55 our caller break out the windows of the vehicle.
Dispatch audio suggests there'd been some type of dispute over a phone.
It looks like this is a known subject to our caller. We had a call about him earlier where he stole her phone.
Neighbor Laura Roediger went outside after hearing a car driving loudly up and down the street.
He was honking like obnoxiously, like over and over, and going out there, and he'd come back around and do it again.
Moments later, she says, several police units arrived and blocked the car.
The police showed up there pretty fast, and they threw on their brakes, and they both got out of their car and were pointing their guns and screaming at him.
Then,
Copy, expired at 12405 Southeast Kelly Street.
All the cops here are fine. Just still inside the vehicle. He's likely been hit.
according to a press release, the Gresham officer deployed deadly force, and a male subject was shot and pronounced deceased at the scene. The Portland officers on scene were witnesses and did not deploy deadly force. Police later identified the man shot and killed as Israel Berry. Did he have any weapons?
He wasn't the type of person to carry a weapon. He carried his keys on a lanyard. He didn't even carry a pocket knife or anything like that. He never carried anything, not that my ever knowledge that he had any kind of weapons ever.
We don't know if there's body camera footage of the shooting, but there should be. Gresham police have body cams, and officers are required to have them turned on. Public records show the officer who shot and killed Berry, Gresham police officer James Doyle, has been on paid critical incident leave since May 31st, 2020, the day of the shooting. As for any other records, our request was denied by the City of Portland, which is handling the investigation. The city claims the records can't be released because they're being used for criminal law purposes, open investigation, or enforcement. KGW is appealing that decision to the Multnomah County District Attorney.
We just want to know what happened. We just want some kind of answer.
Taylor Phillips, a friend of Israel Berry, wonders why the investigation has taken so long. And it has. A review of all police shootings in Portland since 2018 found the average investigation takes a month and a half, or 49 days, from the day of the shooting until the grand jury determines whether deadly force was justified. The investigation into Israel Berry's death has dragged on in silence for nearly a year, despite calls from the public for greater transparency and police accountability.